Yeah, hey, okay, I'm fresh about the package. Time I deal, I pay my dues. Affiliated to this paper, I need freedom for my family line. Draw my life design up like fine art. I'm jumping off just an unfamiliar coordinate. Topped off the porch like I could touch the sky. Red is not one trillip. The ism talk the water out your faucet. Look at me flossing, I'm so wavy, I could change the tide. My intuition sense the hatred in your ways. You imitated forging lines, claim meaning means that's just to justify. Yeah, you're right. West side, born maritime. Creole baby, my bloodline. My lungs cloud and my thoughts cry to say all I see is these dollar signs. Finna make a play and that sound delay. On mamas, I testify. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Game recognized game. I'm from the Bay, okay, I'm versatile and my slang was different. I'm lane switching with the same people that I came up in this thing with. My head swivel, I'm homebound. Got a target back on my backside. The cat peeling with the cast iron. Better run for it, run before I catch you. Niggas outball it, block it. Trying to stop my blessing. Gamble with your life. Don't bet it, don't bet it. They can't stop my blessing. You do best not to test it. Yeah, you right. Real all in my blood supply. Dig ball up top, finna make a play. I cast a lob like I'm Jalen, baby. No co-signer, no co-pilot. They pen pals, my flow designer. My brain signal out of range with it. My palm mission, it's a dollar sign. If I say it twice, then I meant it right.
My brain signal out of range with it. My palm mission, it's a dollar sign. You know, co-signer, no co-pilot. They peptides, my flow designer. My brain signal out of range with it. My palm mission, it's a dollar sign.
Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. All right, so shout out to everybody who is in the building early. It is good to see each and every one of you. If you guys can hear me okay, please give me a thumbs up or radiation emoji in the chat. If you cannot hear me or things look and sound bad, please give me a thumbs down or angry face. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to shout out everybody that's in the building early. All right, shout out to Brooklyn Queen. What's good with the Brooklyn Queen? Good to see you as always. Shout out to my man Cameron Jones. Shout out to my man Carlton Way. Shout out to DSB. Make sure y'all show DSB some love. Standing on business for 20 months. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to my man AB Promotions. Standing on business for 22 months. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to Carlton. Shout out to John. I think I got y'all already. All right. Good to see each and every one of you. All right. We got Beast Mark Financial popping off. Shout out to the Mark of the Beast. 666%. Returns guaranteed. Right? Been buying and selling souls since Let There Be Light. Right? Shout out to y'all. Michael Taylor. I said Michael Taylor. Michael Saylor. You know what I'm saying? Out here using urban YouTube logic. Talking about an ETH rally ain't a Bitcoin Maximus problem. Okay, bro. Strange logic. Hashtag. Hashtag strange logic. You know what I'm saying? You know, the foundational Bitcoin Americans, altcoins ain't a foundational Bitcoin American problem. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton. Drop the SEC number in the chat. Get them altcoins up out of here, right? You know what I'm saying? Send them back. Report, deport. Oh, man. Listen, hey, it sounds crazy when Saylor say it, though, right? It sounds crazy when Saylor says it. Right? Strange logic. Hashtag strange logic. Oh, man. Michael Saylor is not sweating the rise of Ethereum treasury companies. Yeah, you know, altcoins ain't a Bitcoin problem. Altcoins ain't a Bitcoin problem. Now, what happens? There's some crazy price predictions going on for Ethereum right now. Let me ask you guys this question. What is the highest price prediction for Ethereum that you've seen floated out there? Let me drop the numbers in the chat. Let me know what you guys have seen. Crazy price predictions going on for Ethereum right now. A lot of institutional interest. Ethereum, I don't know what to say about Ethereum. I'm not impressed with the price. Ethereum still hasn't broken its all-time high. If I'm not mistaken, the all-time high was about 4,800. I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, Ethereum should be performing way better. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not impressed. I will be impressed when I see a $5,000 Ethereum and when I see Ethereum stay above $5,000 for a month straight. Then I'll be impressed. This right here, we've seen this before. Yeah, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said $100,000 per Ethereum is one of the predictions that he's seen. I've seen predictions of up to $1 million per Ethereum. And this is what I'm talking about with cryptocurrency. It's so irritating. I guess you just can't get away from the irritation of just certain things on YouTube. For a long time, I used to make content to try to improve the cognitive state of people. And people rejected it because it was just too difficult. It was just too much. People have to be gaslit and praised all the time. Nothing is ever anybody's fault. Everything is everybody else's fault. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of stupid crypto predictions. This is nonsense that messes up the market. $100,000 per Ethereum tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? $100 XRP. Come on, man. Maybe these things might come to pass at some point, but just because Ethereum sustained a rally for a week, all of a sudden it's going to go from $4,000 to $100,000 to $1 million. Come on. The flippening. You've been hearing talks about the flippening come back up. I haven't heard about the flippening since like 2018. The flippening is just beginning. The flipping's not happening. You know what I'm saying? The flipping's not happening. Mathematical altcoin season isn't even happening. I'm glad Ethereum is doing good. I'm glad Ethereum is doing good. But why do people have to get so out of control? I mean, Ethereum has a good run for a week, and all of a sudden, year-end price prediction, $100,000. Seriously? Let's take it one step at a time. Let's see how long Ethereum can sustain $4,000 before we fly off the handle and say it's going to go to $100,000. I mean, isn't that just logical? I want you guys to understand this. No matter what sector of YouTube you're in, no matter what type of content that you engage yourself in, people come to YouTube for alternative reality. No one comes to YouTube for truth. No one comes to YouTube for facts. No one comes to YouTube for truth. No one comes to YouTube for facts. If I would sit here and tell you Ethereum is going to $2 million tomorrow, there would be droves of crypto idiots in here. If I tell you you're the best people in the world and no one's ever done anything wrong, there would be droves of morons in here. This is why we got Beastmark Financial. Beastmark Financial invests in destructive technologies. And the only reason why we invest in destructive technologies is because self-destruction is humanity's favorite pastime. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said the list exists in all sectors of life. Bro, facts. Facts. I mean, like, it's just, and again, you guys know, man, I mess with crypto heavy, but come on. This is ridiculous. But see, you can say these kind of things, and massive amounts of people will come to your channel. They'll watch your videos. XRP is going to there's a channel out there. Every video on that channel says XRP is going to $10,000 tomorrow. They get good views. Spoiler alert, XRP is not going to $10,000 tomorrow. It is not. You know what I'm saying? Ethereum is not going to $15,000 tomorrow. It is not. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin's not going to $1 million tomorrow. None of this is happening in the immediate. It's not. And crypto moves pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Crypto moves pretty fast. The Bitcoin market cap grew to where it's at in a record-setting amount of time. One of the fastest, highest performing, actually the fastest and highest performing asset in human history. But it didn't get there in a day. It didn't get there in a day. Now we got to talk about your boy Michael Saylor, a Bitcoin maximist. Let me ask you guys this question. Is getting your opinions about altcoin performance, is it the best place to get it from a Bitcoin maximist? That's my question. Now, what's fascinating about this, right, is that the headlines, they took the headlines and they spent it, right? Michael Saylor didn't go in on Ethereum, but he has thrown shade at Ethereum. He said that the SEC wouldn't approve of an Ethereum ETF. He said that. This is Michael Saylor, the great Michael Saylor of MicroStrategies. The SEC will never approve a Bitcoin, or it'll never approve an Ethereum ETF. Well, guess what? We have Ethereum ETFs. Now we have Ethereum ETFs with staking. No follow-up for Michael Saylor on that. Right? Now, Michael Saylor is not sweating the rise of Ethereum treasury companies. I don't know if you necessarily need to sweat Ethereum treasury companies. Like I've always said, you're not going to get a Bitcoin result with Ethereum, right? You're not going to get an Ethereum result with Bitcoin. A lot of these Ethereum treasury companies, I don't even think they know what they're doing. They're just buying Ethereum because they want to get the explosive returns like Bitcoin, right? And they're expecting these returns tomorrow. Michael Saylor, and they've been buying Bitcoin for a long time, strategies, since Bitcoin was $20,000. Most of these places, they haven't been buying Ethereum since Ethereum was $500, since Ethereum was $1,500. It hasn't been proven that Ethereum can maintain $3,000 to $4,000 as a price yet. These Ethereum treasuries are a big gamble. More so than Bitcoin. Because as much as people talk about Bitcoin volatility, these people that talk about Bitcoin volatility are old school Bitcoin critics. You clearly haven't been watching the market if you're saying that Bitcoin is volatile. How can something trade at 96% of its all-time high for damn near 6 months and you're still saying that it's volatile? How? You know what I'm saying? When is the last time Bitcoin was under $100,000? When is the last time Bitcoin was under $90,000? And how long did that last? You guys remember when Bitcoin had dipped down to $70,000 and we were all in a mad rush to try to get as much as we could? And it lasted for about a week. And it's gone up and it hasn't approached that since. Why do people require such idiocy to engage is my question. And again, like Carlton said, the lith exists everywhere. The lith exists with crypto, right? This is one of the things we need to start talking about also is cryptocurrency tribalism. Cryptocurrency tribalism, Bitcoin tribalism, XRP tribalism. It's stupid. It's just some of the dumbest stuff that I've ever heard in my entire life. Michael Saylor is not sweating the rise of Ethereum treasury companies. I don't think that Ethereum treasury companies would be in competition with Bitcoin treasury companies. I don't think that there's a competition there. However, anytime anyone innovates an idea or anytime anyone innovates a product, I think that at the very least, if you're in the same realm of competition, the least you can pay is attention. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. What do you guys think? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton says XRP are the kings of tribalism. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's like Agent Smith said, it's the smell. You know what I'm saying? It's the smell. Oh, man. Michael Saylor isn't worried about growing treasury interest in crypto assets beyond Bitcoin, claiming that Bitcoin will outpace the S&P 500 for the indefinite future. I wouldn't disagree with that. Now, Michael Saylor is looking at this from the approach of a Bitcoin maximist, right? And if you're a Bitcoin maximist, the perfection and purity of Bitcoin negates the need to follow traditional finance and investment rules. Because in the mind of a Bitcoin maximist, Bitcoin perfectly encompasses all of those things. There's no need to diversify with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the price of a basket of goods. Bitcoin is perfectly diversified, so it negates the need for diversification. So in the mind of a Bitcoin maximist, there is no need to follow traditional financial rules because Bitcoin, as Michael Saylor has said, is a superior asset. And if Bitcoin is a superior asset, then Bitcoin in a superior way exemplifies all of the characteristics of an asset perfectly. So in the mind of a Bitcoin maximist, there's no need to follow those financial rules because all of those rules are built into Bitcoin. So when you hear Michael Saylor say, I'm going to buy the top at all times, he's buying the top because the top is eventually going to be a bottom because it's going up forever. In his mind. That's his logic. If these things are true, the logic makes sense, right? But that's a big if. So far, they've been fairly true, right? But reality and the world are fluid and dynamic. And things can change at any time. And I think that when people see a pattern, and the pattern has gone on for a long time, people can become susceptible to forgetting that the world is fluid and dynamic and things can change at any time. You know what I'm saying? So now here says strategy executive and chairman and Bitcoin maximalist Michael Saylor showed no signs of worry about the growing treasury interest in Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies. I think there is an explosion of innovation across the entire crypto economy. And on the margin, it is good for everybody in the digital asset space. Saylor said during a Bloomberg interview on Friday. Saylor says he is laser focused on Bitcoin. Now, let me ask you guys the question that everyone loves to ask on YouTube, but when we ask it on this channel, everyone runs. Besides Beastmark Financial, where are our cryptocurrency companies? Let me ask you guys this question. Is it safe to say that fiat currency is low IQ currency and digital currency is high IQ currency? Is that something that could be said? Where are the wealth builders at? We're not going to be able to make YouTube videos about eminent domain of digital Manhattan, are we? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton hit the uh-oh button. We got to hit the uh-oh button. We got to hit the uh-oh button because, like I said, and like I've always said, stupidity should be a capital offense. And if you are an intelligent, conscious individual, you should be utterly disgusted by the stupidity of our peers. And the audacity that they would have to expect any type of springboard once prosperity from cryptocurrency begins. The only thing that these people deserve is an empty stomach and an urn. That's it. That's it. I've never seen in my entire life so many people actively fight to remain poor. I've never seen it. But if that's what you're fighting, then you're fighting against me. And I don't like to lose fights. shout out to my man Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said Bitcoin sexuals, Ethereum stand up. Yeah, in fact, it's about time Ethereum stand up. Shit. And stay up this time. Don't sit down. You know what I'm saying? Please don't sit back down to 1,500. Stay your ass up to 5,000, please. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really disagree with what Michael Saylor's saying here. I don't disagree with Michael Saylor too often. You know what I'm saying? He says, I still think the vast majority of capital flowing in the space is flowing into Bitcoin, he added. Bitcoin dominance, which measures Bitcoin's share of the overall crypto market, stands at 60.18% at the time of publication, according to TradingView data. All right, now, let's compare the cryptocurrency market to the stock market. Is there any stock, any asset on the New York Stock Exchange or on the NASDAQ or any other exchange that makes up 60% dominance? That's my question. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 says, I was hoping it will go up to 15,000. There's a lot of predictions of people saying that it'll go up, you know, high like that. I've seen some crazy Ethereum predictions, and you know, I hope for all of these things too, but just because we're having, like, this happened in 2018, what we're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this happened in 2018. And my thing is, let's just take a step back. Let's just take a deep breath. Let's just see how long Ethereum can maintain $4,000, because Ethereum has a Ethereum has a familiar history of getting in the $4,000 range and then losing all of its gas. No pun intended. Right? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Unknown whales are buying up all the Ethereum. They buying it all up. Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions famously asked, well, who's buying the Ethereum? You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about some of them people that's buying the Ethereum. Quote unquote unknown whales. They just swimming around, bumping into everything, capsizing ships, and buying Ethereum. It's dangerous out there. You know what I'm saying? Saylor also noted that in the past 6 months, the number of companies holding Bitcoin has risen from approximately 60 to 160. So I'm laser focused on Bitcoin, Saylor said. Strategy is the largest public Bitcoin treasury company with 628,791 Bitcoin worth approximately 74.15 billion, according to BitcoinTreasuries.net data. Now we got to ask the question. Where the black company at with 628,791 Bitcoin? Where's that? Hey, look, hey, Be Smart Financial. We probably together, we only got one Bitcoin. Right? Be Smart Financial. If you combine all our assets, we probably only got one Bitcoin combined. That would make us the largest black company holder of Bitcoin with one Bitcoin. What y'all think about that? Nah, you know what? I can't. Arthur Hayes got more Bitcoin than we got. We just said we number 2. we number 2. You know what I'm saying? I forgot about Arthur Hayes. The second largest, Mara Holdings, holds about 50,639 Bitcoin, more than 12 times less. Saylor predicts that Bitcoin will outperform the S&P 500 over the indefinite future. I think Bitcoin is digital capital, he added. I wouldn't disagree. Now, I want you guys to understand this. There is a movement that's slowly forming. People are getting away. I forgot about Da Vinci. Okay, so we number 3. See, we're now what's happening is we're getting steadily pushed down the ladder. John. Right? Now we're steadily getting pushed down the ladder. John. Yeah, I forgot about Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about Dre either. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. What's good with it, bro? What's going on with it? Now, let's see what else we got here. Ethereum interest bump has been highly anticipated. Yeah, I mean, we've been, waiting for a couple years for this. And we've been waiting for, listen to this. We've been waiting a couple years for the Ethereum bump while Ethereum's price was higher than it is right now, I might add. We were waiting for the Ethereum bump a couple years ago while Ethereum's price was higher than it is right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yo, real quick, shout out to everybody watching. I appreciate you guys. If you all have not smashed the like button yet, please do me a favor. Take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, please take a moment, hit that bell, and also please share the stream to your social media. The forces of stupidity and the empire of idiocy and anti-wealth is constantly fighting against us, but they can't fight. So we got that in our corner. They can't fight and they're short. You know what I'm saying? So we got that in our corner. But we still need to be vigilant at all times. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. Win, Lose, or Rug said this is the best time to get into trading. But Rug, we's don't knows how's the trades. Didn't nobody teach us? We ain't got no channels that's got no people like us that speaks our languages. We ain't got that. Right? Right? Right, they got 1 in a million excuses like Aaliyah. Your excuse is a 1 in a million. A bunch of nonsense that I ain't feeling. Right? They go on and on and on. Them excuses is a 1 in a million. A bunch of shit that I ain't feeling. They go on and on and on. Right. Shout out to John Guillory. John Guillory said, "We's can't read. You forgot." Right. Right. But become the most elegant of poets when scrolling down on TikTok. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. Win, Lose, or Rug said, there ain't no focus on cryptocurrency. You seen them Reddit posts. Those Reddit posts are an abomination. What's the name of that Reddit thread? What's the name of that Reddit thread? That Reddit thread? That Reddit thread is an abomination. And this is the CEO of Beastmark Financial calling something an abomination. Oh man, that Reddit group is an abomination. Oh man, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said those Reddit posts are sad. Whoever authored those Reddit posts needs to be taken out back. And I'm not talking about the steakhouse. Hey, whoever runs that Reddit, they need to be taken out back. And I'm not talking about the steakhouse, mate. Oh, man, it's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. So, yeah, so Michael Saylor over here, you know what I'm saying, buying at the top. His comments came less than a month after Bitcoin reached new all-time highs of $123,100 on July 14th, before pulling back to $118,035 at the time of publication, according to Nansen. Listen, this is what's crazy, right? Look at these prices of Bitcoin today. I remember when Bitcoin was $20,000. It's $20,000 a couple of times, but now it's 100,000 plus 20,000. Like that's just wild. So it's 100,000 on top of what one of the old highs was. Shout out to Windows and Rug. Windows and Rug said the Reddit black ladies is like Chernobyl. Don't go there. I can only imagine. Yeah, shout out to Cameron. It's holding above 100,000. And I think it's going to hold above 100,000 for quite some time. I think it's going to hold above 100,000 for quite some time. I can say that with confidence about Bitcoin. I cannot say with confidence that Ethereum will hold above $4,000. And it's not because I'm a Bitcoin maximist. It's because I'm a reality maximist. I would love for Ethereum to hold over $4,000. And I would love for Ethereum to do the flipping. I have numerically more Ethereum than I do Bitcoin. Numerically, right? So if Ethereum did flip Bitcoin, it would be great for my portfolio. But I'm just being realistic. I have had a small amount of Bitcoin, and the small amount of Bitcoin that I've had has grown to overtake my portfolio. I didn't buy all this. Like, shout out to AB Promotions. We were in the Discord talking about my brother. He didn't buy like all this Bitcoin. He probably spent less on Bitcoin than he did on other cryptos. But because Bitcoin has grown so much, Bitcoin has eclipsed the entire portfolio. I used to have more Atom and Polkadot than any of my other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has just completely overtaken my portfolio. Just blasted right past the amounts of Atom and Polkadot that I have. And Atom and Polkadot stake for good rates. You know what I'm saying? That's just the growth and the power of Bitcoin. I mean, it is what it is. Anything other than that would be just denying reality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times reality can sound like Bitcoin maximalism. Well, that's just you know what I'm saying? That's just how powerful Bitcoin is. That's just how powerful Bitcoin is. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, shout out to John. John said that's true for me too, and I did not spend as much on it. Bro, if you looked at my portfolio, you would think all I did was just buy Bitcoin. The springboard of all the Bitcoin that I have came from like $5 and $10 purchases in 2018. Actual spending, I've spent more money on other cryptos. Bitcoin's growth has just far surpassed all the other crypto. You know what I'm saying? I think that anybody that has a diversified crypto portfolio with any amount of Bitcoin can attest to that. BlackRock is recommending 2% Bitcoin allocation. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a study that was done, and in 10 years, that 2% Bitcoin allocation just completely engulfed the entire portfolio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you TD already know what it is. Look at TD. TD said, look who wants to stream all of a sudden. Now that Ethan Crow going crazy. Right, exactly. You know what it is? You got to sit back in the cut and wait to maximize interest on these kind of things. Because now everybody's going to want to jump into ETH, and they're going to think they're Michael Saylor, and they're going to buy the ETH at the top. And then when ETH goes back down to $3,000, which it more than likely will, then they'll say crypto is a scam, and we can buy up all the coins like the whales do. You know what I'm saying? We can buy up all the coins like the whales do. Look at this. I don't think we need to talk about Michael Saylor and his Bitcoin maximalist ways anymore. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about these unknown whales, right? Let's talk about these unknown whales. I'm trying to be. How many of y'all are trying to become an unknown whale? I want to become an unknown whale. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's my goal. I want to be an unknown whale. Hey, that's what I do. Shout out to AB Promotions. That's exactly what I do. If you guys would agree with AB Promotions, it's not a bad idea to start saving in Bitcoin. Give it up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Carlton say he want to become an unknown whale. Me too, bro. Look at what the unknown whales did. Look what the unknown whales did. Look what the unknown whales did. What they're telling you is that these unknown whales, this is TD Media Group wallets right here. Because TD Media Group gets a paycheck from Trump Media. And you know, Trump Media just released that they got what, like $6 billion in Bitcoin? Shout out to Lehman Lucas. Unknown whales abruptly accumulate $4.167 billion in Ethereum via exchanges. Is that what caused the price to go up? Unknown entities are reportedly accumulating billions of dollars worth of the second largest digital asset by market cap via crypto exchange platforms. In a post on the social media platform X, Wu Blockchain, what was this? They part of the Wu-Tang Clan. Wu Blockchain reports that Chinese on-chain analyst Ember CN says unknown, deep-pocketed investors have gobbled up billions of dollars worth of Ethereum from crypto exchanges in about a month, contributing to its recent price hike. Now, why are all of these unknown whales swimming around on the exchanges buying up all this damn Ethereum? Shout out to Don't Mess with FBA. What's good with it? Yeah, TD got that. TD got that Trump media money. Y'all ain't know TD was a. Y'all didn't know TD was an employee of Trump media, did you? Oh man. Hey, listen, I was at the grocery store today. You know what I'm saying? And this white dude stopped me and he was like talking crazy about Trump. I was like, man, is this a setup? But you got me out here in the middle of this store. And I was in Caucasian Falls too. You know what I'm saying? And he got me out here talking crazy about Trump. You know what I'm saying? I told him to buy some Bitcoin. He said it's too volatile. He said, I'm not gonna buy Bitcoin because of the people involved in it. I said, who? Satoshi? What you got against Satoshi? Oh man. He said that he worked for what's the name of the company that he worked for? I think it was Cisco. The Cisco Systems, the computer, not the not the food delivery people. The computer Cisco Systems. I was I told him, and then he was complaining about the economy, and I was like, well, that's what Bitcoin was made for. You know what I'm saying? I said, science can be used to make things like microwaves, and it can be used to make things like nuclear bombs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna not use the technology because of who made it. People not using technology that's made for them is how it falls into the hands of people that do or don't need it, right? Shout out to John. John said TD got a Trump bag with all the Trump support videos on the channel. TD got the Trump bag, but not like the real Trump people. Not like the real Trump people. The real Trump people got the big bag. They got the big Gucci bag. You know what I'm saying? Not only do they have a bag, it's a Gucci bag containing the money. You know what I'm saying? A $1,500 Gucci bag containing the money with FL cut diamonds. You know what I'm saying? The rappers talk about the VVS cut diamonds. These Trump people got the FL diamonds, the FL cut. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, I know people who refuse to buy crypto because Trump is involved. Trump only been involved in crypto for 1 year. Now, why didn't they buy it when Trump said that crypto was a scam? Because these people are idiots. These people are idiots. There was a decade where Trump wasn't involved in crypto, and we got tweets where Trump said that crypto was a scam. And in 2025, these pea-brain morons are sitting up here saying, I can't fuck with crypto because Trump is in it. You deserve to be poor. You deserve to circle a toilet bowl. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. They deserve to circle a toilet bowl either inside of it or with a scrub brush. One of the two. But what they should be doing is circling a toilet bowl. And look, and that's where Beastmark Financial comes in, right? Because that's a soul that we could potentially use for better use than they're using currently in their own life. We could use that person's body temperature to heat up some AI data center. Because they're not using their life for anything. They're not using their brain for anything. They're not using their brain to think. So we could use it as a battery. We could use them like a copper top. We're going to start calling people copper tops like they did on the Matrix. Because this is what people want. This is what people want. This is what people want. They want the beast mark. If you guys would agree, people want the beast mark, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree and you think they don't want the beast mark, give me a thumbs down. They want to act like they're afraid. They want to clamor and hide. They want to cry and they want to whine. And they want that computer chip right inside of their forehead. And they want another one in their right wrist. They want it. They want an SD card, an RFID card right in their wrist. That's what they want. They're begging for it. So we need to invest in the chip companies. Like NVIDIA. Now, I've said this before, and I truly believe this. I believe some people would benefit from a computer chip in their head. I think that there's a possibility that computer chips inside of people's heads could decrease crime. If you guys agree, computer chips in some people's heads could decrease crime, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. I'm not getting one, but I think there's some people that could get some, and it work out good for them. According to CN, since July 10th, over 1.035 million Ethereum, $4.167 billion have been accumulated by unknown whales or institutions via exchanges and institutional platforms. During the same period, Ethereum rose 45% from $2,600 to $4,000, with most of the holdings likely belonging to institutions or U.S. listed firms holding Ethereum reserves, excluding the known SBET addresses. The average purchase price was about $3,546. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Let's take a look at this, because this paragraph is interesting, and this gives us some insights, and it gives us some questions that we can ask, right? If this amount of purchase increased Ethereum's price like this, how is it that the massive amount of Bitcoin buying hasn't increased the Bitcoin price, and Bitcoin has a tighter supply constraint than Ethereum? How is that? Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said, I'm a gamer, and this shit called Rogue Trader, they lobotomize idiots and turn them into worker bots. Laugh my ass off. Well, that's better than what they were doing with their own life and their own decisions. Right? I'm not mad at that. If you got, how many people agree the Rogue Trader way is the way to go? I've always said this, stupidity should be a capital offense. It should be a capital offense. You should not be allowed to be stupid. I was watching, you want to see some stupid? Who wants to see something stupid? I was watching this Anton Daniels video this morning, right? And it was about black male voters in Detroit. Let me see if I can find this video, and then we'll get back to it. Let me see. And my question is, what do you expect? It's the same question that I always ask. Like, what do you expect? Let me see. Yeah, this is wild right here. I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. These gotta be dudes from that black male Reddit that Win Loser Rug put us onto. Hey, what y'all think about Trump putting the money on Nicolas Maduro's head? What y'all think about that? I'm not exactly sure about the details behind it, but I think it has to do with the United States wants Venezuela's oil. But hey, deal with it, right? Now let's look at this. Now, because we got Anton Daniels on the screen, more people will come in during this part of the video. Not during the part where we're talking about how people can make more money. You know what I'm saying? And this is a reflection on self. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what the fake Rick Ross has to say about these clowns in Detroit. Mind you, his hometown. So this really shows how he doesn't really have a lot of influence. But let's take a look at this.
I am very, very, very disappointed. I am very disappointed. I'm so disappointed to where it's one of those situations where I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why are we doing this? What is the point for me doing all of this, advocating for the city? And we've had such growth and opportunity with Mike Duggan being the mayor of the city of Detroit. And we had this mayor.
Now, I want you guys to understand the liars on YouTube, the liar community on YouTube. The liar community on YouTube says that they don't like people like Anton Daniels, but Anton Daniels has thousands of people in his chat. The liar community on YouTube said, yeah, Rob, make them videos. Rob, make them videos. And I got 8 people in my chat. And this is why I'll never have respect for any of these pussy-ass motherfuckers on YouTube ever. Because they're liars, they're weak, and they're pathetic. These people are pathetic. The only thing they deserve in life is a human-sized garbage disposal. That's it.
Mayoral election and a primary runoff. And, you know, I only seen one good candidate. I only seen one candidate that I liked, and it didn't work out. But more importantly, I just, you know, it just feeds more into what I say on After Hours and what I say on the Q show on Monday night. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm genuinely disgusted. And I don't know if it's just because I'm becoming grumpier about social issues and things that we should be concerned about, but this community is doomed. Black people are, and let me not say black people because it's a lot of us and all of us ain't the same. Black culture is absolutely doomed.
Now, listen, this is what's hilarious, right? He says that black culture is absolutely doomed, right? Now, a lot of people call Anton Daniels a coon. I would go as far as to say a coon is a subsector of black culture. Can anybody name any coons who are white? Let's establish this. Let's establish this. So all of these content creators who make these comments and say that black culture is done, if they've assumed the role, and look, there goes the extra people, the extra YouTube fucking idiots that can't process any information other than gender war shit and gaslighting shit to come sit in here and see what we're talking about regarding Anton Daniels, but are broke as fuck and paycheck slaves and wonder why they're broke. If anybody has a question as to why you're broke, it's because you're a fucking idiot. Any more questions? Any more questions? Does anybody have any more questions? Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said, dudes like Anton still on this same. Right. It's still on the same. And it's still working. I'm not mad at it. Listen, I disagree with some of the things that Anton Daniels says, right? Some of them, not all of them. Right? Some of them, not all of them. But to say that he's a quote unquote bad YouTube content creator is a lie. Clearly, he's a good YouTube content creator because his numbers reflect it. Right? And this is the issue of anti-reality. You got people going around making videos saying that, you know, Candace Owens' career is over with. Last time I checked, Candace Owens had like more people live than Kevin Samuels had on a premiere. Last time I checked. So if Kevin Samuels was quote unquote just blazing and doing amazing, and Candace Owens has double the amount of people that he has in a live stream in a premiere, I would say it's anti-reality to say that her career is over. But you got people that just repeatedly repeat that her career is over. Maybe if you say this shit like 3 times, a genie will come out of the bottle or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said his channel does well because some folks like abuse. It's weird. And he understands that. He understands that and he capitalizes on it. And if you ask me, there's nothing wrong in exploiting people's vices. He has an audience of idiots who love abuse. Shout out to Anton Daniels for liquidating those people. Shout out to Anton for liquidating those people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AB Promotions. Yeah, AB Promotions said Candace be doing numbers. Candace Owens does 10 to 15,000 times the amount of numbers of people who say that her career is over, which is bizarre. You know, that must be that Common Core math. That's that DEI math.
We are over. We are over. Do you know that the 2 advancing candidates?
Now, again, right? He's talking about quote unquote black culture, right? Black culture. But this idea of a coon is directly part of black culture. So in this role that you assume, you have not left black culture. You've actually ingratiated yourself deeper into it because now you fit an identifiable sector. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So it's interesting, in an effort to separate or attempt to separate, you've actually buried yourself deeper. If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So I want you to understand that. Right? Now, let me ask you guys this. Anton Daniels makes this statement. He says, quote unquote, black culture, quote unquote, is done. Now, here's another question that I don't understand. Thomas Sowell says that black culture is white culture. Right? So how does that fit in? And again, these are just questions. This is all internet talk. It's all internet talk. And it's interesting.
You know, I only seen one good candidate. I only seen one candidate that I liked, and it didn't work.
Now, he's talking about black culture, right? Yada, yada, yada. And, you know, one thing that people tend to associate with this idea, quote unquote, of black culture is the way that people talk. So my question is, if he's so done with black culture, why did he say I only seen one good candidate instead of not saying I only saw one good candidate? Because proper English is I only saw one good candidate. Right? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Shout out to Don't Mess with FBA. Don't Mess with FBA said Anton sucks. I don't think Anton sucks. I disagree with his ideas. As far as him being a YouTube content creator, a YouTuber, I would say that Anton Daniels is a premier YouTuber. He knows how to make the algorithm work for him. He gets a lot of views on his videos. As far as for YouTube purposes go, he does everything right on YouTube. He just says things that people don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that he says, I disagree with. Some of the stuff that he says, I do agree with. I don't think he believes anything that he says. Anton Daniels lives in Detroit. Black house, black family, all of that. Anton Daniels is a contradiction. He says that he's done with black culture and the black community, but this is a guy that's deep into black culture, black community. How many times have you seen white people on his panels? He got the Brandon Johnson black wife, and he lives in Detroit. Advocates for Detroit. Why you not advocating for Beverly Hills, bro? If you're done. Why you not advocating for the all-white town that they about to make in Arkansas? Like the Hodge twins said, and then the white dude was like, "Nah, we got this." So, you know what I'm saying? Like all these people that say that they're done with black culture, they're really not done with black culture. All these people are all blackity black. They're all blackity black. All of them. They're all blackity black. You know what I'm saying? I bet you Anton Daniels got a few Kente cloth print kufis at home and shit. These motherfuckers are ashamed and pathetic. This is another form of conscious grifting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said his network of channels fits within his branding. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. And the real reason why a lot of people on YouTube don't like Anton Daniels is simply because of his success. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a buck. Most of these people are too goddamn stupid to refute any of his talking points. So it's not like they understand anything that he's saying because they're fucking idiots. These motherfuckers are retarded. You know what I'm saying? That's why they turn this shit into a fucking roast battle instead of ever trying to attack any of the actual talking points. They can't even process what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? You never see any effective argument countering. Right? So what it is people just don't like his success. They don't like the fact that a lot of people watch his shit. That's what they don't like. I disagree with I disagree with some of his talking points. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on his success. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Maine. Maine said he grifts for a paycheck. I think everybody grifts for a paycheck. Here's my question. What message is not grifting is my question. I don't even know now as I come to, you know, new realizations of certain things. I don't even know if grifting is a actual concept. I don't know if it's a true concept. I don't know if it's a real term or not. Shout out to AB. AB said never. I remember he was arguing with the white guy in the store. Yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious. he was mad. He was arguing. He turned the argument into a video where he probably got a couple $1,000s off of it. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, everybody loves Anton Daniels. Everybody loves Anton Daniels. Now, everybody will sit there and say they can't stand Anton Daniels, but no one can explain to me how Anton Daniels' channel has significantly higher views than mine. Everybody loves Black Light Revelations. Not everybody. Everybody loves Anton Daniels. We're not going to sit here and be anti-reality. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And being anti-reality is where it is a prison that has a lot of people trapped already, which is one of the reasons why you can't have people rub two sticks together and make any money. Because people are too fucking dumb. There's a connection with being dumb and being anti-reality. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Maine. Maine says white people love Anton Daniels. They sure as hell don't like you. I don't know. I don't see very many white people involved in Anton Daniels chats or panels. Maybe once in a blue moon. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, as far as I never really took a poll to see if white people like me or not. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? As far as like white people liking me, it's never been a lifetime goal of mine. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's never been a metric. You know what I'm saying? It's never been a metric. It is for a lot of people though. For a lot of people, that's a metric. They actually care. You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about, black people liking me, and I'm gonna tell you flat out, black people don't like me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm as black as they get. And I think that's one of the reasons why black people don't like me for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Now somebody explain that shit.
Work out. But more importantly, I just, it just feeds more into what I say on After Hours and what I say on the Q show on Monday night. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm genuinely disgusted. And I don't know if it's just because I'm becoming grumpier about social issues and things that we should be concerned about, but this community is doomed. Black people are, and let me not say black people because it's a lot of us and all of us ain't the same.
Now, see, here's the thing with Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is saying this to an audience of majority black people. Now, mind you, Fox News brought him on there, right? He was on there in a conversation with Laura Ingraham, right? But his audience is majority black. True or false? What white content creators has Anton Daniels collaborated with? I'm just saying. Help me out, y'all. Don't freeze up. Come on, man. Tell me, answer my questions. Help me out here.
Black culture is absolutely doomed. We are over.
Hey, if you guys agree with Anton Daniels, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Oh man, shout out to Maine. Maine said, who in the world wants to collaborate with that creature? Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? The Lapeef Network. Six to Goddess, right? A lot of people. Now, let me ask y'all this. Would you guys agree or disagree with what Anton Daniels just said? This this could go into an interesting rabbit hole, right? Shout out to Maine. Maine says, I disagree heavily. Okay, so give us your disagreement. Anybody else? I know Maine's not the only brave soul. You guys agree with Anton or do you disagree? Anton Daniels says, Anton Daniels says, quote unquote, black culture is over. Listen, Anton Daniels is probably one of the biggest perpetuators and supporters of black culture on social media. Right? He put on for his city like Jeezy. Right? His city is Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Johnson, Black Mask, Black Wife, right? I mean, he doing it all. Black audience, right? Now, he's ingratiated this deep into black culture. He goes home to black culture every day. He live streams to black culture. He's saying, he's telling you know what I'm saying? He's telling his audience, you guys are done. Shout out to Windows the Rug. He stopped streaming in front of the wall of shoes. The wall of shoes. Shout out to Jay Guapo. I got designer. Just look at my shoes, right? I could be streaming and talk about news. I got designer. Just look at my shoes, right? Why was he streaming in front of a wall of shoes to begin with? Where can you buy an AD shirt at? Just if you want one. Hey, let's just say, for instance, you want an AD shirt. Where can you buy one at? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Shout out to Maine. Maine says, "How the hell is it over then?" I think we could go down a lot of rabbit holes and have a actual discussion about that. I think we could, and people know that we could. It's probably not going Not gonna be a lot of nice stuff said. You know what I'm saying? That's why all them people just left. Shout out to Maine. Maine said, I don't know someone who has a wall of shoes. Really? That's just not what I would spend my money on. Now, you know, some people call that inward rich, right? It's not something that I've ever gone around saying. This is something that the big timers call themselves. That's what somebody might say about a wall of shoes, a wall of right shoes, mind you. You don't even know if both shoes are there. It's only one on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if people should really care about statements like quote unquote black culture is done. I don't know if that's something that's necessarily worth burning calories over. But this is the brilliance of a content creator because you have to say things to get people emotionally involved. And there are some people who are very easy to get emotionally involved in things. All you got to do is just say certain things. Shout out to AB Promotions. AB Promotions said, I appreciate some official kicks. Yeah, Anton Daniels used to wear the notorious big coochie sweaters and all that. He used to be coochie down to the socks. You know what I'm saying? To me, if there's going to be a discussion about quote unquote black culture, I think that black culture should be defined. And what a lot of people now, if you ask me, right, black culture would have to be defined in order for there to be a proper discussion about it, right? Now, this is one thing that the people who fight the good fight for black culture and the people who fight against black culture. This is something that both of them have shown incapable of doing because they're both dumb. They both have not put hardline definitions on any of these things. And the reason why they haven't put hardline definition on these things is because these people are too fucking stupid and they need open-ended definitions to be able to argue about nonsense and not have a cap on it where they could be held accountable to certain points. If someone were to ask the question and say finance is an end result of culture, right? Finance, affluency, longevity, life, health is a result of culture. And then someone makes the statement, black culture is done. Is this true or is this false? That would be my question. You have all these ships that have set sail in the digital ocean, and you still have some people wearing dollar bills around their waist, dancing around talking about a mark of a beast. Which culture wins? Shout out to Maine. Maine says define what done means. That's the easy part. We know what done means. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Define the word done. Shout out to AB. AB says depends on a person's definition of the word culture. See, and this is the thing, right? There's only one definition of the word culture. We know what that definition is. Right? So Anton Daniels says, quote unquote, black culture is done. Is this a true statement or is this a false statement? I think that when it comes to a lot of people's issues with particular messages, people don't like where the message is coming from. They don't like the person that's saying it. I don't like Anton Daniels saying that. He has to be wrong. Anton Daniels said 1 + 1 = 2. I don't like him saying that. Okay, shout out to Maine. Maine says no, done can mean many things. All right, give me the definitions of all the things that done means. Definitions 1 through infinity. Drop them for me in the chat. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. There you go. There go definition. Done equals no black CEOs at these crypto companies. Facts. Shout out to Arthur Hayes. Arthur Hayes, the last one. And you know Arthur Hayes, you know, again, we got to ask the question, who busting it open for Arthur Hayes? Shout out to Maine. Maine says, is black culture dead? Is it declining? Well, you guys tell me this. You guys tell me. Here's Anton Daniels' case for what he's saying.
We are over.
Now, when is the last time I'm just gonna throw this out there. When is the last time anybody watched Crimecast? I'm just saying.
Do you know that the two advancing candidates, one of them is a pastor? Jesus Christ. I'm talking about the mayoral race here in Detroit. I'm talking about the mayoral race in Detroit. I just can't take it, bro. I'm not emotionally stable when it comes to people doing what they're supposed to do. It's no excuse, bro. It's no excuse, bro. Let me show y'all this video. I'm gonna show y'all this video. I know that Detroit politics is not international politics, but we have on record, according to the census, somewhere around over 700,000 people inside of the city, living, working, and playing and growing. Over 700,000 people inside of the city live, work, and playing and growing. Look at the voter turnout. Let me show y'all something. The top person, Mary Sheffield, got 32,000 votes, bro.
Hey, look at this. Now, so in Detroit, and somebody do me a favor, look up the population demographics of the city of Detroit, please, and drop them in the chat. The top candidate, this Mary Sheffield individual, she got 32,525 votes, 52% of the votes. But he said that 700,000 people live in that area. Now, you know what everybody's going to say. Well, all 700,000 aren't black people. Which is fascinating that somebody would make that argument. Because immediately, anytime someone brings up the 13% of the population commits 55% of the crime statistic, people automatically understand the difference between a ratio and nominal numbers. And then they turn around and say, well, white people commit the majority of crimes because they make up the majority of the population. Like, how do you just switch on and off logic like that? So, like, who makes up the majority of the population in Detroit is my question. Where's the demographic information? Now, we know that Detroit has one of the most corrupt police departments in the United States. But this is what the turnout to the local elections looks like.
A woman. I'm not going to go in on her. I don't want to deal with that right now. I got a lot of soul searching to do of whether or not I even want to continue to invest in the city. The second person.
Now, Anton is saying he doesn't know if he wants to invest in the city. Hashtag can't even do business. We're going to come back to hashtag can't even do business, right? AB Promotions is saying the population is 636,000 people. What's the racial breakdown by percentage of the 636,000? 32,525 was the highest vote count. The demographic is 76.4% black. We's ain't got no powers. I mean, with those kind of percentages, you got the power to put the type of politician in office that you want, at the very least, right? Right? We's ain't got no powers. We's a powerless peoples. Demographic 76.4% is black. Now you're gonna sit there and tell me that in Detroit it's tethers? These tethers is undermining us in Detroit, Michigan? What the fuck happened here? Is this the result of tether undermization? What the fuck happened here?
And that was in the running. The pastor. The Santil Jenkins woman is actually pretty good. Like, she's a business leader. She understands it from a business perspective. I really, really liked her. And then James Craig, a lot of us know who James Craig is in the city, so on and so forth. But look at the voter turnout rate, bro. It's over 7.
Now, mind you, I want you guys to pay attention. Out of all these people up here, Anton Daniels said that the Democrat black woman was the one that he was the most interested in and didn't really expand on the black male Republican. Just understand that. Hey, shout out to AV Promotions wife, man. Hey, I appreciate that AV Promotions wife enjoys my humor. She know what I'm talking about. We's ain't got no powers. Like, for real? But it's 74%. And then it's in Detroit on 9 Mile, we got tether undermization. Like, what? In Detroit? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Look at this. 100,000 people didn't even come out to vote. It's 600,000 black people. What was it? 74%. What's 74% of 600,000? Let's do this real quick. Let's see. We're going to do it rounded. 600,000 times 0.74. 444,000. So it's 444,000 approximately. 444,000 black people there. And if you look at the numbers, like 100,000 didn't even show up. 100,000 didn't even show up. What happened? What happened, y'all? What happened? Somebody explain this to me. Please explain. Please explain. My dear Aunt Sally. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask y'all this question. Is this Anton Daniels' fault? Whose fault is this? Somebody help, man. Help! Shout out to Maine. Maine said demographics is destiny, apparently. Expand on that, bro. Maine says Anton's fault. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Anton can take the cake on that.
700,000 people inside of the city. 32,000 people voted for the top person. She got 52% of the vote. That means a less than 10%.
Now, mind you, I want you guys to pay very close attention too. They voted for the least black person, the person who's the least black in appearance. You got Solomon Kinlock, clearly a brother. Santil Jenkins, clearly a sister. James Craig, clearly a brother. You know what I'm saying? He a little bit on the, a little bit on the biscuits and gravy side, but he clearly a brother. Mary Sheffield out here looking like Meghan Markle. Oh, we gonna vote for her because she's so the prettiest. Just what the fuck? we's going to vote for her because she looks like a Claire Huxtable. Like, for real? We gonna find the person that look the most like Kamala Harris. They getting 52% of the vote. Who put the gun to somebody's head and made them do that? Is my question.
Voter turnout rate. Less than 10% voter turnout rate in the city, bro.
Less than 10% voter turnout rate in the city. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Do you think that out of that 10% of the voter turnout, a large majority of those voters were black? Because black people make up 74% of the city. So again, right now, this is the issue. Discussing something like this and not booty patting makes you a fucking coon. If I don't sit here and say, well, they were worried that the white supremacist was going to drone assassinate them in the voting line, I'm cooning because I'm asking about these questions. This is how fucking ridiculous shit is. This is how people have been trained to think by your gods on YouTube. We got to deal with the systemic issues. No, this is a systemic issue. We're dealing with the systems. Numbers are part of systems. Here's the system. 700,000 people, 74% black, less than 50,000 people total came out to vote. Now let's listen to some explanations.
There were people that went to their polling locations and they said that they got there at 6:30 p.m. after they got off of work, and they said that they said when they got their little thing to show them what number they was number 13. They were number 13 in line. I said, wait a minute, from the whole day? I'm telling you, it's people that told me.
Bro, look, wait a minute. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug, and shout out to everybody watching, man. Hit the like button. Stop hating. Stop worrying about me blowing up bigger than your favorite YouTuber, man. They got enough money. They'll be all right. Hit the fucking like button. Shout out to Win, Lose, or Rug. Win, Lose, or Rug said, folks rather be wage slaves. Motherfuckers love being shielded by the bills they got to pay. Facts. And wait till you see. Human behavior is inescapable. Human programming is irrefutable. Wait, just wait. Wait till you hear what these people say.
That they were number 13 in line to determine who's going to be the next mayor to take over a city that is exploding in growth and opportunity and investment. 13 at 6:30 p.m. at their voting location. 13. But let there be a hair giveaway.
Now, mind you, this is a video of Anton Daniels that didn't perform very well. Anton Daniels usually gets tens of thousands of views on his videos. I'd like to add significantly higher amounts of views on his content than I get. Okay. Why did this video not do very well? Was it the powers that bees that be trying to keep this one's down? What happened? Why did this video not do as good as his other videos? This video not doing as good as his other videos kind of is a self-reveal on who the majority of his audience is, ain't it? Ain't it? I tell you exactly who watched the videos. Same people that watch my shit. Same people that watch my shit.
I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. I'm genuinely over it. I'm genuinely over black culture. That for me, because
shout out to Win Lose a Rug, bro. Facts. And I don't know if people be telling on themselves. Shout out to DJ Elmo. People be telling on themselves. You know what I'm saying?
When it starts to hit home, when you see it directly in front of your face at home, the Chris Brown concert is going to be out of control. People were fighting over shirts, over did I get my customized shirt in time? And I can't believe you canceled my order. They were on fire. It is a blowout out here, getting mad at when is my order going to be here? It's not here in time. Oh my God, Chris Brown concert. Where are we going to eat? Parking. People have scheduled, figured out the logistics, what time they need to be down here. They've researched and looked at previous locations where Chris Brown has played to know what time he's going to go on stage. Girl, don't be late to get on to get there, because they start on time at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern and all of that stuff. And we got a less than 10%.
Now, I want to ask y'all this question about Anton, what he's saying right here. Is this true? Is what he is what he's saying true? Or is it false? If it's true, give me a thumbs up. If it's false, give me a thumbs down.
% voter turnout rate for the actual election, bro. Let me show you something. It's a part of this video that I want y'all to see. I want to emphasize a point. I want to emphasize something really quickly. I want to show y'all why I'm so disgusted, why this is aggravating.
This election.
Yes, and
we don't have the voting totals yet about how many people actually voted in this election, although we heard the numbers were down. But these people say it's very important to vote, right? But amazingly here, some people just did not vote. Why? Take a look. All right, let me ask a couple of random people here. Did you vote today?
No.
Why not?
Right. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said, I don't like this, MF, but he's not wrong at all. And like I said, when it comes down to a lot of this, what people got to reevaluate is, do I not like the person or do I not like the message? Because again, right? What's incorrect about what he's saying? Like when Loser Rug said, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what's being said right here. Shout out to Win Lose the Rug. Win Lose the Rug said, I bet a woman told them not to vote and they followed accordingly. I bet you all of these men's lives center around women, and women have a heavy influence on these men. Heavy influence on these men. Look at these men's mannerisms and the way that they talk about this. Watch.
Very important to vote, right? But amazingly here, some people just did not vote. Why? Take a look. All right, let me ask a couple of random people here. Did you vote today?
No.
Why not?
Now, you know what's crazy? It'll be a million videos going in on Anton Daniels, but not one video going in on any of these individuals who are a part of this news broadcast. Now, here's my question. Why is that? And this is why I don't want to hear about people talking about going to war and stuff like that. If you can't even strategize getting out of your driveway, don't tell me anything about a war. This is the same type of attitude people take towards wealth building and cryptocurrency. This is why we're watching this video. And now what? Somebody's supposed to do what? You're supposed to give what back? Shout out to Detroit 313. Then they're going to be crying later. Facts. Crying. One of these dudes is a business owner. They own a business that they're standing right in front of. They're going to be crying when that foreclosed sign go up on that door. Yeah. And again, it's strange logic, just like the title. Michael Saylor, and Ethereum rally, you know what I'm saying, is not a Bitcoin Maximus problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, altcoins, you know what I'm saying? It's not foundational Bitcoin. It's not foundational Bitcoin business. You know what I'm saying? Somebody call the SEC. Get them up out of here. Go work for the SEC. Get them up out of here. Same logic. You know what I'm saying? Strange logic.
What do you want me to say, bro? What do you want me to say? It's the white man's fault this time too? Is it the system? Is it lack of opportunity? Huh? I hear people complaining all the time about what they don't like, what's gonna happen, whatever, so on and so forth, or whatever, bro. And you know what the worst part about this is? They feel comfortable getting on camera saying this.
Now, let me again right here in this instance right here. I want everybody to tell me what's incorrect about what Anton Daniels said. And this is and again, this is what happens. I want everybody to understand this. No one is scared of anybody on social media. No one is intimidated by anybody on social media. It doesn't matter if somebody get up in the microphone, start screaming on the microphone, saying all kind of stuff, calling themselves soldiers. None of this. Because all you got to do is just start asking questions. Shout out to Neely Fuller, the great Neely Fuller. Rest in peace, right? All you got to do is just start asking questions, and that is more effective in shutting people up than any type of comedy show anybody can put on. Chest out ignorance, bro. We be talking about this all the time. You know these dudes is part of that Reddit, bro. You know these dudes is part of that Reddit, bro. Shout out to Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug said I was agreeing with that last part heavily. Chest out ignorance on camera. Chest out ignorance, bro.
They felt comfortable getting on camera saying these are the type of people that'll come in my comments and tell me about what it is that I am. They'll sit there and try to hold me accountable about how much money I got. These are
don't nobody. This is where Anton Daniels get the line like, don't nobody hold you accountable for how much money you got. Don't nobody care. Some people have questioned how much money and how much truth there is to how much money you have. And let's just keep it a buck. Anton Daniels not really investing in the beast mark all like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not really making no money unless you invest in the beast mark. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said Anton is absolutely correct when vote this bullshit like this. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I would not disagree, bro. Like I said, hey, I disagree with some of what Anton Daniels says at some points in times, but at other points in times, what he's saying is right. And he's right in this instance. You know what I'm saying? He's right in these instances. Now, then now forget forget everything. People that never lived a day in the Midwest in their life. Anton Daniels gotta be a tether. So when somebody asks if you gotta be a tether, in most cases, it's immediately because you said something that hurt their feelings. Something that they don't like. I don't like that this motherfucker said this shit. I'm gonna put this motherfucker's forehead to trial. That motherfucker, that hairline is going on trial today. This bald bastard done fucking hurt my feelings and shit. Oh yeah, motherfucker, we getting that protractor out. We about to size up all them angles on your motherfucking hairline. Talking this shit. Talking this shit. Do you see this parallel symmetry of his hairline with his ears? Ain't no way. You about to get that hairline geometried all up. Because you hurt somebody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug says some bisexual pro-black gonna come after you. They're gonna come after you. They're gonna choke you out with their dreadlocks. Them dreadlocks, they're gonna choke. Them dreadlocks gonna be around your neck like an anaconda. Submit. 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 You know what I'm saying? You talk of this shit.
The type of people that will, they think it's a joke. They think that it's a joke. Your ancestors literally died for your right to be able to do the things that you are doing today. And they just think it's so cute. Key, ha, ha, ha.
What?
I was busy.
I'm busy. You got all days.
I was busy. He was busy. He was busy.
These are the type of people that will, they think it's a joke. They think that it's a joke. Your ancestors.
Hey, you know this dude about to invent the next quantum computer right here, right? You know that. If y'all agree, we are looking at the next quantum computer inventor. Give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Literally died for your right to be able to do the things that you are doing today. And they just think it's so cute. Key, ha, ha, ha.
Facts. Super facts. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said motherfuckers only like to honor the ancestors in reference to struggle. Bro, facts. If you guys would agree with Win Loser Rug, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Why didn't more people come out to vote? We's needs to vote in our locals elections, Nas. How many times did y'all hear this over the last 2 or 3 years? We's needs to be's involves more in locals elections, nah. How many times did y'all hear this bullshit over the last year? These motherfuckers came out shitty like I just went live or something. Them motherfucking voting numbers look like my live stream numbers. Because bitch ass niggas can't handle real shit. They like to steal shit, but can't handle no real shit. There is no one except for us that has embraced any kind of villainy. Everyone else has embraced pussification. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Bro, people would wave off the presidential election using those exact words. Facts. So now let me ask you, so who should take the credit for these shitty ass local voter turnouts? Now, these people claim that they have so much influence. We're telling our people to vote locally. Well, it looks like our people didn't listen to shit. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said the reason why that they are getting replaced by immigration. Yeah, and they sit there and say, so you know, something else is going on. We don't know why this is happening. Hey, That right there just answered a lot of questions. That just answered your own question. We don't know why this is happening. Well, if you don't know why shit's happening, that you already lost in the sauce, motherfucker. Like you're already lost in the sauce. So again, right? It goes back to Anton Daniels had made that comment, quote unquote, black culture is done. I wouldn't equate not voting to black culture. And see where people like Anton Daniels are dishonest is to make a video to, and again, I don't know if I would necessarily call it dishonest. I would call it content strategy. People like Anton Daniels' content strategy is to associate anything negative with black culture. Anything negative is black culture. They could have a white chick smoking meth on the thumbnail of a video and say this is the problem with black culture. You know what I'm saying? So if you understand that cryptography, right? If you understand that cryptography, then you understand what's going on here, right? So this particular thing here isn't, quote unquote, indicative or hand in hand with black culture. But I do think that is very interesting. I mean, just nobody came out to vote. This guy said that he was busy. You busy?
What? I was busy.
Busy? You got all days, kind of days to vote.
I know.
When are you going to vote?
It's over with.
Right? What about you? How many didn't vote? You own a big store here, Avenue of Fashion.
I'm handling business, but I didn't really get a.
Is it important to vote?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Why don't you vote?
I'm sorry.
Who's running for mayor?
Can you give me a real estimate?
He said, I'm sorry for what? What are you apologizing to him for? He probably went and voted. Now look at this guy right here. This guy right here. This is the most profound thinker of the bunch. I mean, they really searched far and wide for the wisdom of this guy right here. Okay, you guys ready for it?
Fashion.
I'm handling business, but I didn't really get a.
Is it important to vote?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
Why don't you vote?
I'm sorry.
Who's running for mayor?
Can you give me a real explanation why I should vote? What's the difference in our business and how we moving around to vote?
I want to ask you guys this question. How many of you all are proud of the people in this video? You see this video and you're inspired to do what? I'll be the first person to tell you this video was a huge inspiration for me to vomit all over the place. And I mean, look, I want you guys to understand, man, people really be like, this dude really thinks he did so. Like, you see how he got the thinker hand on his chin? Like, yeah, I really shut this shit down. I shut this shit down. Motherfucker gonna come on my blog asking me about some voting shit now. Nah, bro, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? This is what we got to deal with. You know how I always, when we doing Crimecast, and I'm like, yo, these are our peers. These are our peers. Look at this shit. Here it comes again. These are our peers. So now this guy right here, this fella right here, right? He's a business owner. Local politics doesn't matter for your business. Shout out to Detroit 313. Detroit 313 said, I'm laughing at DL Hughley on DJ Vlad talking about why he's crying about Trump. He's still crying about that shit. I thought he didn't have time to tarry. Last time I checked, he's sitting up there on DJ Vlad tarrying about Trump, crying and shit. Why ain't he run for president then? God, I hate these motherfuckers, man. I swear I hate these motherfuckers. God. Shout out to AB. AB said, I'm waiting for him to tell us. He waiting for him to go whole sexy red on him and shit. I'm waiting for him to tell us the crux of his venereal disease. See, yeah, I had scratched my motherfucking nuts off yesterday, and they had fell off in front of the voting booth. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to bend over and pick that shit up, and I ain't really had time to mark an X on the box because I had to run to the hospital and shit right on the spot. I was about to bleed out up there. Hey, man, shut your dumb ass up. Man, shut your dumb ass up. That's y'all with your shoulder last night with the bit, you know what I'm saying? And my bowel starts itching. You know what I'm saying? I think I done messed around and hit a vein or something somewhere down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shut your dumb ass up. Like
It is definitely.
Why don't you vote?
I'm sorry.
Who's running for mayor?
Can you give me a real explanation why I should vote? What's the difference in our business and how we moving around
You
to vote?
vote for mayor.
This dude just said, "What's the like?" You can't make this up. I would have just left. I'd have just walked away if I was this newscast. This dude better than me. This dude better than me. You better than me. Because I would have just walked away. Because you so dumb, I want to fight you. Like, so I just gotta go. I can't even do it with you no more. I just want to take your glasses off your face and break them in half. I gotta go. I can't do this. I gotta get up out of here quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is wild, man. Like, this don't make no damn sense.
You're in council. They make decisions on your property, on your how you live your life.
Right. How we live our life?
Yeah.
This dude is definitely building the next spaceship going to Mars. Would you guys, if you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, give me a thumbs down. Now, let me ask you guys this question. Did these guys make themselves look good, or did they make themselves look like complete fucking morons? CFMs. Let me know.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. I am done, bro. I'm done. It's no point. It's no point. It's no point, bro. It's no point. Let the weed man come through. We there. Concert, we there. Pistons game, we gonna be all up in the ice cam, doing the blade Icewood. Courtside seats, we fighting for it. Going to get that city council and mayor that works with business leaders to determine what happens within the city. I don't even know who do y'all even know who y'all city council people are? Do you even know who? You even know the issues, bro. You even know the issues, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm done, man. Seriously. And this is the same thing that happens all across the United States of America. It's the same thing that happens across the United States of America. I'm done. I'm honestly, and I know sometimes.
Now, I want to ask you guys this question. Why did this video get so few views? Anton Daniels videos be showing out. Y'all be making Anton Daniels videos go platinum every time. How come this one didn't go platinum? Shout out to AB, plebiscite babble.
Talentless, scandalous.
Hold on real quick.
Talentless, scandalous, plebiscite, babbling.
Man. StreamYard's acting up. StreamYard is acting up. Let's try this again real quick. I'm gonna have to find some new streaming software, possibly. I've seen some other streaming software that looks pretty interesting. I like the layouts on it. StreamYards is killing me though. It's not letting me play my drops. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Talentless, scandalous, plebiscite, babbling.
I was about to play the plebiscite babble drop. Not even letting me do it. It's not even letting me do it. I mean, again, like everybody is everybody shocked? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Is everybody shocked? What's going on? The young professor right here just spoke. Nobody is permanently impressed by the knowledge that was just granted to you by the young professor. Yeah, my name, young professor. You know what I'm saying? The young professor hath spoketh. Y'all ain't feeling the young professor? What going on with StreamYards? Yo, if you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can't hear me, then give me a thumbs down. What the hell? Oh, Lord. Yo, what's good, y'all? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Man, my computer literally just shut down and started an update, like right in the middle, right in the middle of my live stream. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of my live stream. But I ran out of time anyway, though. But yeah, though, man, I thought that was a good video, though, that Anton Daniels had did. And I think that, like, people need to start thinking about this kind of stuff. You know, like, it's interesting. That's a rabbit hole we go into. That's a rabbit hole we'll go into next stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a rabbit hole we go into next stream. We'll talk about this next stream. But there's other stuff that we need to discuss. You know what I'm saying? And we need to discuss, you know what I'm saying, like the swagger jacking too. I don't like cornballs, corny people swagger jacking. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cornballs on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take my shotgun and be trying to compare it to your little 22. It's not the same gun. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same gun. You know what I mean? So let me get this back together real quick. Now that the computer decided to take a dump, all my stuff that I had up is completely gone. And Chrome didn't decide to restore last websites like how it usually does. So I gotta find all this stuff all over again. But man, Crimecast was about to have y'all really pissed off. Y'all thought that Anton Daniels video was annoying. Man, it was about to be like 50 people unsubscribed from the next time I did Crimecast. So I gotta find all those videos again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Make it worth me YouTubing again. You know what I'm saying? I don't be YouTubing because I don't really have time. It's not a benefit. You do a cost-benefit analysis, and it's a very low benefit for the amount of time wasted. So, you know what I'm saying? I got other shit I got to do. And I could just chop it up with y'all in the Discord, so I do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if the benefit is there, you know what I'm saying, then your boy will go live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If the benefit ain't there, I'll see y'all in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to the replay gang. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, hey, okay, I'm fresh up out the package. Sign my deal, I pay my dues. Affiliated to this paper, I need freedom for my family now. Draw my life design up like fine art. I'm jumping out just an unfamiliar coordinate. Topped off the porch like I could touch the sky. Red is not one trillip. The ism talk the water out your faucet. Look at me flossing, I'm so wavy, I could change the tide. My intuition sense the hatred in your ways. You imitated forging lines, claim meaning means that's just to justify. Yeah, right. West side boy, maritime. Creole baby, my bloodline. My lungs clouded, my thoughts crowded. Say all I see is these dollar signs. Finna make a play and I signed a lay. On mamas, I testify. Run for it, run for it. I'm a place, live for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chase, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chase, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chase, looking for the funds. Game recognized game. I'm from the Bay, okay. I'm versatile and my slang is different. I'm lane switching with the same people that I came up in this thing with. My head swivel, I'm get back on my backside. Cat pin, cast down. But y'all all lucky, God bless. Gamble with your life, don't bet it, don't bet it. They can't stop my blessing. You do best not to test it. Yeah, you right. Real all in my blood supply. Dig it ball up top, finna make a play. I cast a lob like I'm Jalen, baby. No co-sign and no co-pilot. They pen pals, but my brain signal out of range with it. My palm mission is a dollar sign. If I say it twice, then I meant it right.
My brain signal out of range with it. My palm mission mention, it's a dollar sign. No sign, more than they top flow designer. My brain signal out of range. My palm mention, it's a dollar sign.
Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing, looking for the funds. Run for it, run for it, run. I'm out here paper chasing,